This is Lion brand FOMO yarn. I picked this up because I saw TL YarnCrafts do a review and she said that she thought it was mislabeled. FOMO means faux mohair, so this is a synthetic version of the fuzz that you see everywhere, which I'm excited about because I have really sensitive skin and real mohair makes me want to crawl out of it. But it's labeled as a category 4 yarn, which is medium weight, but it's clearly not that. This is a category 4 yarn. The white is a category 1. And this yellow is a category 2 or 3, it's a sport weight. And the FOMO is clearly somewhere between the two. So I saw TL YarnCrafts do a review of this and I saw it and thought that it would probably work well on the machine because it is about the right weight. And fuzzy yarn can be a little tricky on knitting machines, but you can use it with wax. So I'm going to see how this cakes up and then make a couple test swatches and then see if I can't make something out of this. As expected, there was a lot of yarn barf in the beginning, and the end was a bit of a tangled mess, but this is a very fluffy 50 grams. It's a big cake. Let's see what we can make with it. This is at tension 10 on my standard gauge machine. This one is at tension 8. We have ribbing at 4 on each carriage. I threw these swatches in the wash and they came out perfectly fine. Here's a swatch that I haven't washed yet. So the biggest thing about this yarn is that once it's been knit, it doesn't have much of a halo anymore. Here on the skein you can see it's got a bit of a halo, but even the knit swatch that hasn't been blocked yet doesn't have much of one at all. And some of this is due to the wax that I used in the knitting process, but it wouldn't get rid of all of the halo. I suspect that if I got some hand knitting needles and knit this at the tension that's actually suggested, it might have a bit of a halo, but not so much with the washed and dried knit on the machine swatches. And you can even see on the end here that's been through the wash that it's not as fuzzy as the yarn that hasn't been blocked yet. That being said, it's pretty decent. It's a good weight, it's nice and lightweight and very fluffy. This is a sweater that I've been working on and I'll have a tutorial up for this one that I'll link in the description. It's nice. I wouldn't call it mohair because it doesn't have much of a halo, but it is very lightweight and it is very soft and fluffy. And I will definitely use this for other projects. It's a bit of a pain to cake up, and it's a bit of a pain to work with. You tend to get these extra loops on the end, but those can be worked around if you're careful with it. So yeah, I recommend FOMO for the knitting machine if you can deal with the caking issues and the sticky togetherness. I got my yarn from Joann's. I ordered it online. It was fairly reasonably priced. This sweater, which is about a lady's medium with full-length sleeves, only took about 4 skeins. So that's pretty good. And I'll have a tutorial up for this sweater on my channel. It's very fuzzy. I need an outro. I don't have an outro. Is fuzzy sweater.